Hey YouTube, this is Sean with Griffin RC Planes. Hey, yesterday when I had the DXE transmitter out, giving you the demonstration about the AR636 receiver, how if it doesn't bind for you, turn it upside down and try to bind it again, because there's a good possibility it was programmed for a plane where it was mounted upside down. Well, there's some information about this DXE that a lot of people don't know about, and I feel like some need to know about it. These radios, transmitters, are programmable just like a transmitter that has a screen, like the NX8. The DXE is not capable of doing all the things that this radio can do, but mixes, channel reversing, servo travel, expo, dual rates, assigning switches, reversing switches, changing flight modes. The list goes on and on and on. And I'm going to show you guys a little demonstration of some of the stuff it's capable of doing. You know, if you bought a plane and it came with a DXE, then this radio is programmed for that plane. You know, some people say the more throttle I give it, it starts to climb up. Well, it's programmed to do that. Or if for some reason you were really low on your throttle and you were, in a sharp turn, it might try to level out for you, or something may act a little different and you're wondering why. Well, it's because it's programmed to do that. You know, when you flip your switch on your dual rates, in this setting you have 70% of your travel, and then in this setting or what have you, you got 100%. This button, the bind button, can be used as a panic button. This switch is your flight modes, beginning and intermediate, advanced. All that can be changed, but it's programmed for that plane. Now, some people pick these things up second hand, and it's possible that they're programmed to the plane you're flying, which is great, or is programmed to who knows what. Somebody had it and they custom programmed it. Now you're flying and you're fighting yourself the entire time and you don't know why. You want that servo to go just a little bit farther, and it has the capability, but why? You're flipping a switch to 100% and it's just not going. That's because it was programmed to go a maximum of 85% of the servo travel. So no matter the switch you flip or how you move things, in that example, it's only going to go 85%. Well, you can change all that in the programming. So I recorded a 5-minute screenshot of me playing with my tablet, and I want to show you guys that. And you can also have your plane bound and hooked up and powered up while you're on the tablet, so when you're programming it, you're using the screen of your tablet or your phone or your home computer, just like the screen on this one. Also, man, the news, Russia and Ukraine, I can't tell you how saddened I am. It's a feeling of like 9/11 almost. It's just horrible, and I really don't know what to say, but I wish I could do something personally about it. It's horrible, and I feel so dang bad for the people of Ukraine. I really do, and it's touching. It's saddened me all day long. I just got home from work a couple hours ago, and I've been watching the news and catching up, and I can't tell you how much it's really hurt me and downed me today. The days of people taking over other countries was in the history book. It wasn't February of 2022. It's pretty dang sad, and I wish there was something I could personally do. I'll take in some refugees if I need to. I would, but I feel horrible about that. I really do. It's downed me. On another note, I took this screenshot of me using my tablet to program one of these, just playing with it to show you guys some of the capabilities. So that's going to happen right now. Hey, click the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. You can win this jet. I'm going to mail it to somebody when we hit 1,000. I'm also going to do something for when when we hit 100 people, and that's coming up pretty quick. And until next time, just see me here. Thank you. Oh, we gotta hit the button. All right, guys, so here's my DXE. Notice this A, this came programmed for the apprentice. Sometimes you'll see an H that stands for helicopter, and there's another H that's a little different looking than that, and that's for Habu. I think this A is for apprentice and Aero Scout, but don't quote me on that. Where you plug in the programming Bluetooth module or the cable, here's the back of your transmitter. You recognize it? Look right here. This is the little rubber plug. Use a screwdriver or fingernail. Now you have a servo plug. This is the Bluetooth module, and you plug it in right there. What is on that thing? Right there. And when you turn on the radio, then the Bluetooth will start flashing. When it's connected, it's solid. So, a lot of people don't know that this rubber plug is here. If they do know that it's there, they don't know that it's for the programming. Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on my tablet. I'm going to select a DXE programmer. Now, just like I said, it's possible you bought your DXE, it came with your apprentice or your Aero Scout or Habu or something. Or some people get these secondhand, and it's possible they're programmed to something differently, and you just don't know it. You could be fighting yourself. So here is the app, and there are many things that could be done to the DXE radio. You can start right here with model setup, basic setup, your name. Look here, 7 channels or 9 channels. Yes, the DXE has the capability of having 9 channels. Basic setup, oh, we just did that, duh. Wing type, all right. Normal aileron, that's just with a Y harness like you're most likely used to. Or dual aileron, that way you're having 2 channels for 2 servos for your wings. You can do that for many reasons, really good trim or special mixes or what have you. So there's all your different wing types. Channel setups. You can go through all the channels, and right now it's set up normally, but what if you want to take the aileron channel and adjust your sub trims, have your elevator, and you want to set your travel to 65%, because that is the max that you can that your model calls for. Yeah, I got my sophisticated look on. I forgot to tell you guys that you can do all these programming adjustments while you're connected and bound to the plane. So when you're adjusting your servo travel here for the elevator, you can watch it in real time on the plane. A transmitter that has a screen, DX8, DX6, whatever, when you're setting up a plane, you might need 15 millimeters for up elevator and maybe 13 millimeters down. That's just what the manual calls for, or what you're calling it for. Well, you would make all those adjustments with the the transmitter that has a screen, and you can watch it. Well, you don't have a screen on the DXE, but you have your screen on your app right here. So all these things you can do while you're connected and bound. Sometimes in your manual it'll say maximum travel up is 15 millimeters. And you would do all that right here because you don't have the ability to do it on this radio without this app because there's no screen to see it. All right? Do you want to reverse the directions? You can reverse it all right here. A lot you can do with the channel setup there. The throttle cut. You can create a throttle cut depending on what your ESC needs. You can change it all right there. Flight mode setup.
right here is set up with the flight mode switch, and you got 3 flight modes. Well, what if we wanted to use the auxiliary switch? Well, that's only a 2-position switch, so you only have 2 flight modes. What if you wanted to have a flight mode on the bind switch? You know, you press it, you got one, you press it, you got another one. But it would be spring loaded. A wireless bind switch, I mean, there's just a lot of the capabilities that you have with a transmitter that has a screen, you do have with the DXE, but there's no screen. The screen is your phone. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and power on my DXE. It has the Bluetooth module on the back. And I'm going to tap the thing here, reset it. And right here you see the Bluetooth icon in the right corner. And then you tap on the Horizon Bluetooth thing here. And you'll see on the bottom it says connecting. Now the Bluetooth is lit up blue, and it has synced, or it has connected to my transmitter. Now we want to take the info in the transmitter and bring it to the tablet, or go from my tablet to the transmitter. We'll go from it. So now whatever we programmed is putting it in the transmitter, you know, to be programmed like that. So if we change the elevator to go 60% this way and the rudder to 85%, now the transmitter knows that that's, you know, what it needs to be. We want to add a little expo to each channel. Let's take the aileron expo. Let's yeah, 22%, 44, you know, whatever you want to be. If we had it set on dual aileron, right now it's on the Y harness. That's why there's 2 green dots down here. And then remember, we got 2 flight modes because we changed it to a 2-position switch. So that's why flight mode 1 and flight mode 2. And then we have it the same for the elevator, the same for the rudder. It's all right here. Models. This is a list of models, the ones that you saved or you created. You can save here, or you can pull them from the the Spektrum's website where they have the file share, which we'll talk about that. You can tap on a model right on your tablet and bring it here to the DXE programmer. Back to your settings, about, just in case you want to see it.
Hey, well, maybe that information about the DXE helps somebody out. Hey, I've got ideas coming out the wazoo for ideas to make videos, but I'd like to do a video for what you guys want, my audience. So in the comment section, say, hey, what do you know about this? And if I don't know, we'll do a video about I don't know. But let's help you directly. I don't care who it is. Speak up. Anybody, please give me an idea. If I don't know, I'll tell you that. If I do know, that'll be the next video. Okay, until next time, you'll see me here.